Up next, the Spurs taking on the Thunder. For the Spurs, 4th place in the conference. There are no slouches in the competitive West. Thunder, Spurs. Coming up next, right after this.
Do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on. It ain't never gonna stop. Surge. Now lean back, lean back.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Hi everyone, Kevin Harlan with me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Devin Vassell.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Fox and Castle are their guards. And it's Vassell in at the 3 slot. And for Oklahoma City, Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. What a treat we have tonight, Greg. These teams give us a glimpse into the future of the NBA.
No doubt about that. These are the guys that might eventually turn into the superstars that run the league. It's still very up and coming, but loads of talent on the floor in this one.
Now Hartenstein following De'Aaron Fox's 3-point attempt. And it's Vassell in the corner. Back to Fox. Now Sohan. His last outing, he had 8 points. Stolen by Dort. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. SGA against Fox. Inside. Holmgren with the steal. And they're running. Here's Hartenstein. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Fox against SGA. Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Fox. And it's SGA missing. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Shoots the 3, and Fox is good for 3.
Well, you must take Fox seriously from range because he won't question these looks.
Outside Williams. Holmgren looking around. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Lock at 6. Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Fox. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Now Sohan. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. For the 3. And the Spurs another 3.
Guys, it'll be interesting to see if this becomes a consistent shot in Sohan's arsenal. I like seeing him continue to work on it.
Now here's Williams. Last game he had 13. Dort against Castle. Dort misses.
Oh, nice job protecting the rim. Turning an easy bucket into a miss.
Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
Here's Castle. Nothing on the board. Pass to Wembanyama. Now Fox. Vassell outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Williams. Offensive rebound, out to the right wing. Sohan, off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, I don't love him taking that shot, especially with the defense right there.
To the inside, here's Hartenstein. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Back to Fox. Banked in off the glass. Fox has got 5 now.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Now here's Williams. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Back to Castle. Fox feeling it out a bit. Teardrop shot. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Dagnall. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing, but he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
Doing his thing with that midi. Williams assertive when it comes to looking for his shot.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. For the Thunder, Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Williams. And Wallace subbed in for George. Here's Fox. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Sohan with the ball. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And last season, the Thunder with the best record in the NBA, and Greg, the best point differential in NBA history.
How about eclipsing the 71 Lakers that were led by the great Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West? And OKC started that season as the youngest team in the league. Needless to say, we've never seen anything like it.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Good work defensively by Fox. Zohan, the pass to Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his third assist on the night. SGA looking it over. Wembanyama against Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Williams has a screen for SGA. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Fox against SGA. Pass to Zohan. Here's Wembanyama. Misses the 3. Here's Caruso. No scoring in this one. Holmgren with a screen on Johnson. Caruso, no good. San Antonio leading. Down low. Here's Zohan. Plays it up and banks it in. Zohan's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the defense is there, but Zohan playing with confidence.
SGA kicks to Holmgren. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Zohan, the pass to Wembanyama. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. Number 5, the Spurs.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Barnes, he's checked in for the Spurs. Stephon Castle comes in for De'Aaron Fox. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Please take your attention courtside. It's the Storm Chasers.
Williams is checked in for the Thunder. Jalen Williams comes in for Isaiah Joe. And San Antonio also making a switch. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Over in the corner, Williams. Williams against Johnson. Now here's Williams. Defense right on him. Over Johnson. The kick out to Williams. Fires the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
Love the work there. They got the most out of that possession.
Pass to Williams. Back to Williams. Williams has a screen for Williams. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Wallace misses. And it's Barnes with the ball for San Antonio. Leading by 5. Johnson gets the bucket.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Off target with his 3. And so it's San Antonio heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Isaiah Joe is out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Jalen Williams. Then it's Williams. And it's Wallace in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Well, Jalen Williams has become an all-star and a key player for the Thunder. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said he allows us to really do anything out there because he's so versatile. He's been special for us and is a big reason why we are where we are. He just does whatever it takes to win. Back to you.
He is a big factor. Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Williams. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. A 3. Williams can't get it to go.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Castle. Can't hit the free throw line jump. Thunder trailing by 11. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Williams passes to Caruso. Caruso sets the screen for Wallace. And the jam by Wallace.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Johnson. And as if the Spurs stand weren't already stocked with young talent, they moved up from 8th to the number 2 spot in the May draft lottery.
An embarrassment of riches, Kevin. And if any organization knows how to organically build through the draft, it's the Spurs.
Jang, he's checked in for the Thunder. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Johnson outside. Pass to Castle. Puts up a 3. Thunder with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
Well, this has to be a frustrating loss because they actually played well, but it still wasn't enough for them to get the win.
Shot by Johnson, no good. Thunder trailing by 11. To the paint. Jang, no luck.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Castle with the bounce pass. There's the screen to the middle. And Cornette gets it to go. Cornette's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs.
Good decision there by Vassell in the two-man game.
The shot by Williams, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
You gotta dance like everyone's watching. Everybody get down.
Getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's checked in for Jen. Chad Holmgren comes in for Cason Wallace. Dort, he's checked in for Isaiah Joe. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Alex Caruso. And San Antonio also making a switch. Wembanyama's checked in. Outside Williams. Dort to screen on Johnson. With the teardrop, some solid defense from Johnson.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's coming off a 16-point game against Miami. And the dunk by Holmgren.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Castle. Out to the right wing. Wembanyama, right side. Rocket 2. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Even when an opposing defense is giving him everything he can handle, he still finds a way to score. He's averaging over 33 points a game. Williams for 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 17-6 run. It's Vassell on the wing. Defended by Dort. Back to Castle. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Vassell, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
It's tipped. Castle with it. Dort covering. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's coming off a 13-point game against Miami.
Yeah, and how about his work on the defensive side, swatting away several shot attempts.
Dort kicks to Holmgren. Back to Dort. Pass to SGA. Outside, Dort. Now, here's Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. Nice defense by Vassell.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And here is Barnes. Wembanyama, a screen on Williams. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, Coach, we know the 2025 season was cut short for Wembanyama due to a blood clot in his right shoulder.
Yeah, it was too bad, Kevin, to see that season cut short. Look, I think it's easy to say Wembanyama would have been the defensive player of the year in 2025. I think he had that one sewed up, but he just couldn't get enough games in to get to that. And he's a guy that can do everything on offense. We're talking probably the next face of the league.
Checked in for the Thunder. Then for the Spurs, Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Johnson. That free throw, no good. And as the NBA season rolls on, GA, what's one of the biggest challenges this time of the schedule?
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season, and it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so tough to stay locked in.
Good on the second free throw. Well, Stan De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words, Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization. Oh yeah, Caruso has major spring to his game.
Back to Fox. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
First one falls for him. Well, Stan, after 8 seasons with the Kings, a new chapter for De'Aaron Fox now in San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and look, you got to be excited about that if you're a San Antonio fan. De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama together? Is there a better pick-and-roll combination in the league? The sky's the limit for that duo.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pass to Holmgren. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with the steal. Caruso against Vassell. Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the wingspan of Wembanyama, massive. He's fantastic at using it to erase shots.
The second chance effort. And it's SGA missing.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Thunder trailing by 21. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Caruso. Here's Dort. Hartenstein with the screen for Dort.
San Antonio foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one at the line is good. That one is no good. Got it off in time. That shot no good. And so it's San Antonio controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the San Antonio Spurs. Well, you could say that this game hasn't exactly been, competitive.
Let's be real, Ernie. They're getting cooked like street meat. Roadkill.
Yeah, could someone bring me a blanket, man? This game is making me a little sleepy. And some warm tea would help.
Man, you guys are harsh. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the San Antonio Spurs.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass, and they're playing with a mean streak, guys.
Man, what do you know about weight rooms, Kenny?
He knows how to avoid them.
Ooh.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in a second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
Thunder trailing by 20. On the floor for San Antonio, filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama, and it's Fox in at the point guard. Now here's Williams. To the inside, Holmgren. And the jump by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Guys?
Okay, Allie, we thank you.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
SGA kicks to Dort. Pass to Hartenstein. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Off target from three-point range. San Antonio leading by 21. On the wing, Fox. Here's Castle. Fires the three. Good on the three-point shot. Castle's got 8.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Fox against SGA. Pass to Dort. Back to SGA. 9 feet out, and he gets the bucket. He has 7.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Now, Sohan, defended by Holmgren. Castle against Dort. Now, Castle. Nice defense from Dort. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. From about 16, and it comes off the front of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Fox finds Castle. Wembanyama outside. 5 on the clock. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Sinks the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Here. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. SGA, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Fox. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Now, we get a chance to check out some stats for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he hasn't been making as much of an impact with his defense as he had been earlier in the season. Steal numbers have dropped off in the past 5 games. He'll need to put a lot more effort into his defense here tonight.
No good on the free throw.
Well, you know what I like about De'Aaron Fox is the urgency he plays with. He's always pushing the tempo and raising the energy level out there.
And he sinks the second. Thunder have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Holmgren with a screen on Fox. And there's Holmgren. That's good on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Castle against Dort. Castle with it. He's got 8. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Fox. And the 3 off target. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here's SGA. And he makes good on the layup. SGA's got 4 points this quarter.
And when you get physical with Gilgeous-Alexander, you really have to hit him, or else he just powers through that contact.
San Antonio again missing.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Williams finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound, San Antonio. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Offensive rebound. A 3 ball. Vassell, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Back to SGA. That one good for 2. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
An expert at getting into the lane and creating havoc. SGA.
Pass to Sohan. Back to Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a deep 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Here's Wembanyama. 10 points for him. To the paint. Stan, what advice would you give to coaches that are leading a struggling team?
Well, Kevin, I think the number one thing, whether you're leading a struggling team or a team playing really well or anything in between, is to just stay consistent. Keep working on the things that you know over time make teams consistent. Go out and talk about those things day in and day out and try to get your team to focus on them.
group in here for the Thunder. Carlson's checked in. Kenrich Williams comes in for Chet Holmgren. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Cason Wallace in for George. The Spurs also with the sub. Johnson's checked in for Vassell. The first one falls.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
And so Castle nails them both.
Well, what you like about Stephon Castle is he's a quick study. Whether it's absorbing coaching or listening to veterans, he wants to learn and grow. Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, you have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Caruso sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls. SGA's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
SGA against Fox to the right side. Wembanyama down low. 12 points for him.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
The classic combo guard. Gilgeous-Alexander is effective in the two-man game, especially on that first option, taking it himself.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 16. Pass to Castle. That's tipped. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own buildings. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Here's Sorber. It's tipped. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Wallace outside. Inside. Here's Sorber. It's blocked, and they'll get another chance. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Spurs out in front, running away with this one. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Jalen Williams. Isaiah Joe is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Wallace, and it's Williams at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Wallace, good.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Come get it, come get it.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Caruso. Caruso with the steal. Pass to Williams. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Williams. Wembanyama with the bucket.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Now here's Williams. Wallace outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
Well, the defense was a little soft. He felt free to take that shot.
McLaughlin, the pass to Barnes. Down low. And good that time. Vassell's got his first basket of the night.
Vassell getting in there and grinding.
Caruso looking for an opening. Here's Joe, covered by Vassell. Count the basket. And that's now 6 points here for Jalen Williams.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Yeah, on any given night, this is what Wembanyama is capable of. He can put on a one-man show.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now.
Please turn your attention courtside. It's the Storm Chasers. Here comes the Storm Chasers, everybody. Get loud and show them some love.
Making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Williams passes to SGA. Driving inside. Lays it up off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 19 points.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Johnson against Caruso. Here's Wembanyama. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Wembanyama's got 6 here in this quarter. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded closer. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. Holmgren, he's checked in for Kenrich Williams. The Spurs making a switch here.
At the line for one, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Spurs leading by 18. Fox passes to Sohan. Here's Castle. And the rejection by Holmgren. Vassell against Caruso. Holmgren with a screen on Castle. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's his second dribble of the half. None for him going into the break.
Johnson outside. Back to Fox. Inside. Now, Stan, there's a lot to like about the versatile game of Jeremy Sohan.
Well, look, Kevin, Jeremy Sohan is a guy that everybody's going to want. Jeremy Sohan can fit in anywhere. He's a great defender. He's got great toughness. He rebounds the ball, and he can pass and handle for a big guy. Who wouldn't want Jeremy Sohan?
And he makes the first.
Yeah, with how physical a game Sohan plays, you'd expect him to be at the stripe more.
For the Thunder, Hartenstein, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Wallace. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Watching Jeremy Sohan develop has been so interesting. He's a strong passer and defender, but he's working hard to be a more complete player.
Vassell with it. Williams picks him up. Unloads from 13. Count that one. Vassell's got 4 this quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Chet Holmgren.
Free throw dropped for Holmgren.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
And the Spurs making a change here. Barnes is checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Spurs leading by 16. Castle on the wing. Defended by Dort. Barnes kicks to Johnson. In the corner, Castle with it. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got 7 rebounds in the game. That one, no good. Good D by Barnes. Pass to Castle. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Here's Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Spurs with some changes. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Vassell in for Johnson. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here's Sohan. Pass to Vassell. Drills it from outside. Vassell's got 7 points for the quarter.
And Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
Now, here's George. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 4 assists in the game.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Now, here's Fox. It's Wembanyama at the elbow. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. 22 points for Victor Wembanyama. Thunder trailing by 16. Williams inside, covered by Vassell. And he gets it to go.
Yeah, Williams much more physical than most think. He can get through that contact.
Pass to Sohan. Back to Fox. Here's Sohan. No good from 3.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
SGA against Fox. Now, here's SGA. Defense is right there.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Sohan with the ball. Defended by Holmgren. Fox against Hartenstein. SGA with the steal. Here's Holmgren. Throws it down. What an assist!
Oh, does Chet even have to jump? He's got so much length.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Hartenstein with the rebound. Under trailing by 12. Outside, SGA. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Outside, SGA. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander driving.
Awesome defense from Sohan. Staying connected, not allowing anything easy.
Here's Vassell. We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter. And the rejection by Holmgren.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Spurs.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
A strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
First personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for your Oklahoma City, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting 1.
Trouble right here, yo.
.16 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. So it's San Antonio with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.